how ISRO is planning to change the space travel. From launching small rockets of just 30 to 70 kg payloads to carrying 4,000 kg payloads to outer space, ISRO's journey has been refreshingly audacious. The Indian Space Research Organization, better known as ISRO, is one of the most influential and largest space agencies of India. It's the National Space Agency of India, which is headquartered in Bengaluru. It operates under the Department of Space. ISRO is one of 6 government space agencies in the world that possess full launch capabilities, deploy cryogenic engines, launch extraterrestrial missions, and operate large fleets of artificial satellites. If you guys don't know, ISRO was the world's first space agency to find water on the moon. Since the 1960s, until now, ISRO has played a big role in space travel and exploration in the modern world. And now it has even bigger plans to enhance broadly in future. But how? In today's video, we shall explore some ways about how ISRO is planning to change the space travel, and how space travel is going to be changed forever in the future. So what are you waiting for? Without any further delay, let's get into the video. Also, before we get into the video, I would like it if you smash that like button, subscribe to our channel and press that bell notification. With that, let's start the video. ISRO history and its technology. India's space technology has focused on making rapid development in communication, broadcasting, telemedicine, and education. ISRO also plays an active role in popularizing science and in helping students conjure up audacious dreams of using science for social good. When the Chandrayaan-2 mission got underway, ISRO ran a popular campaign to familiarize students and others with the mission objectives and other interesting insights. It used social media platforms to reach out to larger audiences. ISRO has rekindled interest in the moon among the youth and has engaged young minds creatively. At another level, it has catalyzed several startups contributing to various aspects of space technology. Small enterprises are building microsatellites and are even contributing mission-critical technology. They have now set their eyes on bigger satellites and even space travel. From Elon Musk's SpaceX to Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, with entrepreneurial energy increasingly being channeled in exciting space ventures, ISRO is poised to expand the horizons of human knowledge by flying into newer and unknown spaces of the universe in order to harness technology to serve humanity. ISRO planning of setting up own space station. Today's second way that ISRO is set to change space travel is by setting up its own space station. Famously, ISRO isn't involved with any international space station. Instead, ISRO plans to build an alternative that only aims to build something different. The Indian Space Research Organization has several plans in the upcoming years, but basically, ISRO is planning to set up a space station of their own. According to the plan, the space station shall be developed indigenously, weighing around 20 tons and house astronauts for about 15 to 20 days at a 400 km low Earth orbit. ISRO announced that setting up India's own space station will take around 5 to 7 years for such technology to adapt. According to the ISRO chief K. Sivan, in the future India will set up its own space station as an extension of the human spaceflight program. ISRO will be sending Indian astronauts to space in December 2021, but just one flight is not enough to sustain the program. Having a technology by having your own space station is essential for collecting meaningful scientific data, especially for biological experiments. However, the preliminary plan for the space station was to accommodate astronauts for 15 to 20 days in space. Further, owning a space station will offer the Indian scientific community a range of subjects to research in, from astronomy and meteorology to biology and medicine. From successful lunar missions and multiple satellite launches, ISRO believes it has reached a technological point where it can create a more dynamic space program. More advanced operations in space would reflect India's overall growth as a tech breeding ground where innovations are happening at a rapid pace. While the plan for an Indian space station within 10 years seems ambitious, India is increasingly becoming a potent tech player and is well placed for its plans to become a reality. ISRO plans for setting nuclear energy use technology in space. With plans of setting up a space station and launching the first Indian human spaceflight mission, Gaganyaan, the first Indian Solar Observatory, Aditya L1, the second Indian Space Telescope ExpoSat, Mangalyaan 2 to Mars, Chandrayaan-3 as a reattempt to land on the Moon, and the Venus orbiter mission Chakrayan, ISRO has embarked on a monumental journey of exploring remote and challenging environments. RTGs are not new, but the use of nuclear energy for launching rockets had been given up lately. Those small nuclear-powered rovers, like the U.S. Perseverance, have been in use. RTGs were first used in space during the Cold War in 1961 for the U.S. Transit 4 mission. Now, as the importance of the space frontier and the desire to make new scientific discoveries increase, this technology has come into the spotlight once more. However, RTGs are superficial and provide power by using thermocouples to convert thermal energy generated by the natural decay of radioactive isotopes into electrical energy. They are highly reliable and maintenance-free, as the absence of moving parts in thermocouples reduces the chances of failure and wear out. This proves to be a great advantage as well as safer. Nuclear-propelled rockets are more fuel-efficient and lighter than chemical rockets. Hence, they would travel further, are faster, and would shorten the trip time. At the Indian Energy Forum, it was claimed that the new fuel would allow a trip to and from Mars on just one tank of gas. In short, what would take years would only take months now. This would also prove beneficial for human space travel. The astronauts' exposure to harmful space radiations would be lessened, thereby decreasing the mission's overall risk. Nuclear or radioactive energy can be employed both as an alternative to and a complement of other sources of energy. Undoubtedly, RTGs are an unmatched alternative to solar power. Solar power is not an option for space objects meant to operate on the dark sides of planets where sunlight is obscured. That's because its intensity is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the celestial body and the Sun. Hence, space objects sent to far-off missions require an alternative source of energy. RTGs are independent of solar proximity and planetary alignment. Eventually, this characteristic would help in minimizing constraints, like the launch windows, that the scientists have to operate within. More crucially, the current research is focused on developing radioisotope thermoelectric systems, which can provide thrust for interplanetary travel, only thereby complementing the chemical rocket thrusters that launch the spacecraft beyond the low Earth orbit. Overall, there are several advantages over conventional sources of energy. Nuclear space reactors stirred controversy regarding inherent safety challenges, claiming that there is a risk of radioactive contamination with a rocket explosion, disintegration, or re-entrance into the atmosphere. However, if the highest standards of safety are kept in mind, both humans and the environment are adopted, such risks can be minimized. To protect humans, an NTG engine is designed to protect the crew from being exposed to radioactive particles during the flight. While chemical-powered rockets open the door, nuclear energy would take humanity deeper into space. What are your views on it? Do let us know in the comments section. With this, we end our today's video. Hope you guys found it informative. If you enjoyed watching this video till here, then don't forget to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel and press that bell notification so you never miss out on our next video. Thanks for watching.